This is Optimal Living Daily episode 2367, Improve Your Life in 1 Minute a Day by Kate Hesse of nourishing.com, and I'm Justin Malik. Welcome to Optimal Living Daily, or OLD, or OLD, the show where I read to you from articles that I think are amazing, that's with permission from the authors. So with that, let's get right to the post as we optimize your life. Improve Your Life in 1 Minute a Day by Kate Hesse of nourishing.com. Ready, set, goals. In this post, I'm offering 3 self-care and self-work techniques which will help you take major steps toward improving your life. And the best part, each one takes just 1 minute. If you struggle with overwhelm, anxiety, stress, and burnout, these tools are a great place to start in bringing more balance, ease, and joy to your life. I'm sharing 3 of my favorite tools to help you quiet your inner critic and move away from frustration, stress, anxiety, and overwhelm, and create your inner sanctuary by bringing more relaxation, ease, and joy into your life. First up is the Audible Exhale. If you're a regular listener of solicited advice or have been reading my blog for a while, you've probably heard me mention this technique. Take a full, complete inhale through your nose. Fill from your belly all the way up until your collarbones lift. Exhale through your mouth with an audible sound. This is the sound of relaxation, not frustration. And repeat that twice more. The Audible Exhale is a great way to trigger your body to move from the sympathetic nervous system, or fight, flight, or freeze response, to the parasympathetic nervous system, or rest and digest. And this shift comes with a multitude of benefits mentally, physically, and emotionally. Action step, the Audible Exhale. The Audible Exhale is a great practice to use as a triage tool. Take several audible exhales anytime you start feeling stressed, frustrated, overwhelmed, or anxious. Even better, use it to help maintain your balance by taking 3 audible exhales throughout your day. Try taking 3 audible exhales while you're getting ready in the morning and before going to bed each night. And want to take it a step further? Set a timer on your phone or computer to go off every hour. Pause what you're doing, take 3 audible exhales, then return to what you were working on. Next, start keeping a 1-minute multi-year journal. Despite taking only 1 minute each day, this journal can be an incredible tool in helping you to make major shifts in your life. You know that moment when you look at an old photo of yourself and realize how long your hair has gotten, or how your daily arm exercises have transformed your muscles? We all have trouble noticing the small daily changes. Only when we can reflect back on some sort of documentation like a photo, video, or journal entry are we able to see how much things have changed. A multi-year journal is a powerful tool serving 3 functions. It'll help you to recognize where you've changed, it'll paint a clear picture of where you still have room to grow, and it serves as an early warning system, alerting you to annual events and seasons when you've struggled in the past, so you can bring extra focus to self-care during those times. Action step, the multi-year journal. I spent days cutting paper, drawing lines, and adding dates to create my first multi-year journal. I know you don't have that sort of time, so I've designed a printable journal that you can send off to your local copy and print store and be ready to go. Once you have your journal, build a routine that helps you remember to add an entry every day. I keep mine beside the bed, and it's part of my evening routine. You might even put the journal on your pillow each morning, so you have to physically pick it up and move it before you can get in bed at the end of the day. The third technique is the mindful moment. Just like with the Audible Exhale, this is something you might have heard me mention before. A mindful moment simply requires you to pause long enough to take note of what you're experiencing with all 5 senses. What do you taste, smell, hear, see, and feel? Describe those sensations to yourself with as much detail as possible. This simple act of observing the world around you with all 5 senses brings you back to the present moment. This is powerful because the present moment is when we are most likely to experience peace. By regularly practicing a mindful moment, you help to keep your attention in the present and away from worry, which lives in the future, and regret, which lives in the past. Action step, mindful moment. Like the Audible Exhale, this is a great tool to use in moments of stress, overwhelm, anxiety, and fear. When you begin to experience these sensations, simply pause and focus in on the space around you or one specific item with all 5 senses. And just like the Audible Exhale, the mindful moment is even more powerful when you use it throughout your day. Experiment with taking a mindful moment when you take the first bite of food or sip of a beverage, or pause and take one anytime you cross a threshold, walking from one room to the next or between inside and outdoors. Try incorporating one or all of these techniques into your everyday and see the impact that just a few minutes each day can make on helping you build a life you love. You just listened to the post titled Improve Your Life in 1 Minute a Day by Kate Hesse of nourishing.com. And thank you to Kate. Great to include the exhale or breath in this post because it's often forgotten when we think about stress. Physically, one of the first things to happen is that the heart rate increases. Now, the heart rate is difficult to control, especially when you're stressed and actively trying to lower it. That'll probably have the opposite effect you want. Now, but the breath, that's something we do have control over. And as we're stressed, our breathing becomes fast and shallow. Taking a moment to breathe deeper and slower can definitely help. And along those lines, I also agree about a mindful moment. That's basically a tiny meditation-like practice you can do to just check in. It sounds simple and really small, but I find it quite powerful. So just a couple of things to try today. Have a great Friday and start to your weekend if you're listening in real time, and I'll see you tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.